Hey, fellow tennis nerds, time to go through the predictions for Australian Open round 3. First of all, round 2 predictions were pretty bad. There were so many upsets. I'm almost like laughing when I'm doing this. Was doing well in my predictions, just like one after the other. Was feeling good about my thoughts about this tournament. Obviously, this is just like luck and stuff like that. You know, you watch tennis for so many years, you're trying to predict results. You can never predict tennis. It's very tough. But I was still shocked to see the results today. And we're going to go through them a bit while we look at the draw for round 3 starting tomorrow CET time, which I am in. We can start obviously with the world number 1 who has struggled. He's not playing his best tennis, was quite frustrated with audience members and maybe himself and his team in the previous round. Novak Djokovic against Thomas Martin Etcheverry. Etcheverry in great form, beat Monfils in 3 sets, looking great. Got some more specs on Etcheverry's racket thanks to Jordan on Instagram, so thank you, Jordan. It's 350 grams strung and 31.5 centimeter balance, kind of like a spec I always used to play. And he's using a tension around 44 mains, 42 pounds crosses, which is a far lower than he used to play with his speed, which was 57 and 55. And that speed seems to be something where the pros need to bump up the tension. Look at Sinner who plays with 62 pounds. Anyway, Etcheverry, does he have a chance? I don't think so. I think he will win a set again. I don't think Novak is still the Novak we're used to seeing. He's getting through the matches, which he tends to do, but he's not quite convincing yet. Maybe the wrist is bothering him and he's kind of playing it down, which is probably smart, or there's something else. But both Popyrin and Prismic have played great matches as well. So we'll see if maybe he can get going against Etcheverry, but I would predict Novak in 4 sets. Then we have a great match, Mannarino, who got through in 5 against Munar, as predicted, playing Ben Shelton, who is playing well. This will be a tough one. Ben's going to hit the felt of the ball. Mannarino is going to defend and play cunning tennis with great feel and great hands. I still believe Shelton will win this match in 5 sets, but it should be a good one. And it's something I hope to watch if the time allows me to. You know, with the time zones, it can be tricky. Taylor Fritz, I predicted that he wouldn't struggle against Gaston, and he did not. It was a blowout. 6-love, 6-3, 6-1. So very convincing score for Fritz. But he's playing another guy who's in great shape, Fabi Marochan. That will be a tough one. I predict 5 sets. I will say Fritz in this one. But Marochan is an up-and-coming player, strong one. And as I said last time, he beat Alcaraz in Rome last year. Then we have Luca Fanache, who got through Musetti in the end. I thought Musetti in 5, if I remember my prediction correctly. And he will beat Musetti in 5. Musetti kind of faded towards the end. Not sure if it was injury, but 6-3, 6-love in the last 2 sets. He's playing Tsitsipas, who had to struggle against a very much informed Jordan Thompson. But he got through in 4 sets, 4 tough sets. And this one is tough, but I think Tsitsipas is looking really good. He looks confident. He seems to feel himself. So I believe Tsitsipas will win this match 4 sets. Then we have Jannik Sinner against Sebastian Baez. Also Sinner, straight sets against De Jong, playing well. I don't see any risk to lose against Baez, and I would say in straight sets as well. Tiafoe lost, so that was a bit of an upset against Machac. But Machac is a tough player, but then that he won in straight sets was a bit of a surprise, I must say. And Machac is playing Khachanov, who got through Kovacevic. Should be Khachanov's match. Khachanov is a fighter as well, so I would say Khachanov in 4 sets. But yes, Machac is one of those with, like, I put a bit of a warning on that. Could be an upset, but I will go with Khachanov. De Minaur plays Italian youngster Cobolli. That's another Italian youngster for him. He really destroyed Arnaldi, 6-3, 6-love, 6-3. So De Minaur is perhaps in the form of his life. Did beat Djokovic in the warm-up event. I will say De Minaur against Cobolli. He will win 4 sets. Cobolli did beat Kotov. Sebastian Korda, very convincing against Halis. Now he gets a much tougher opponent against Andrei Rublev here, who beat Eubanks in straight sets. This is going to go 5 sets, I think. I would predict Rublev to win based on experience, but it should be a very good match, Korda and Rublev. I look forward to that one. Then we have a surprising loss here. Holger Rune lost to Cazaux in 4 sets. This Frenchman is really impressive. Like his game, goes for his shots. Pure drive power, all in, very, very good. I do believe that Griekspoor, who beat another talented young Frenchman in Arthur Fils, will be a bit too good in this match. I think he will win in 4 sets. Griekspoor has great momentum in this tournament after coming back from 2 sets down against Safiullin in the first round, and I think this can be a very good tournament for him now. He's steaming on and should beat Cazaux in 4 sets. Hugo Humbert, another Frenchman, beat Zhang. Now he's playing Hurkacz. This is a very tough match to predict. Hurkacz got through in 5 sets against Mensik, so it's another strong qualifier that overachieved, I would say. My prediction will go to Hurkacz here in 5 sets, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go 5 this one. It's 2 very, very evenly matched players with similar games, I would say. Grigor Dimitrov, his form continues. Impressive stuff against Kokkinakis. Got it done in 4 sets. No set to tie break. Seemed pretty convincing. He looks really to be in form. It looks easy when he plays. And he's going to play a talented Portuguese player in Borg who beat Fokina in straight sets. That was my another shock in this draw. And wait until we get to the women's. It's going to get even worse. I will believe in Dimitrov here. I say 4 sets for him again against Borg. But yeah, it's another challenge. Then Auger Aliassime got through Grenier from France pretty convincingly. Didn't have to struggle as much as he did against Team. But then he's playing, and this was a shocker, that Medvedev, he played until like 4 in the morning against Ruusuvuori. He started really bad, he lost the first 2 sets, but then he started fighting. And he, I don't think he was feeling the ball that well for the major part of the match. But yeah, he got it done, so very impressive how he could do that, like early morning. I don't know what they do with these scheduling stuff, but tennis needs to stop this. It's like ridiculous that people play matches long in the morning. It's ridiculous for the crowd, for the players, umpires, ball boys, for everyone. So I don't know. Something has to be done with the scheduling. I don't have any solutions, but yeah, it should be possible to solve it somehow. So, Auger Aliassime, can Medvedev play better in this match? His form was a bit of a question mark, to be honest, before this event. But I guess against Auger Aliassime, he should be the pretty clear favorite. So I will pick Medvedev in 4 sets against Auger Aliassime. I will say that was a bit of a blip on the radar. I mean, it's not like Ruusuvuori is a bad player, but Medvedev did not look like himself. Zverev got through another tough one against Luca Klein. 5 sets, won the last 2 sets. He was 2 sets to 1 down. And he won 7-6, 7-5 in that tiebreak. And the match tiebreak 10-7. So huge fight. Not so impressive in terms of playing quality. So it doesn't look like he's going to win this event. But who knows, And he's going to play Mikkelsen, who surprisingly to me beat Leheshka in that match. So I'm definitely seeing all my predictions go south here. Zverev Mikkelsen, yeah, I think Zverev will win that match. I would say, he needs to play better. Let me put in 3 sets here. Let's see if he can pick it up. It's a little bit out there, prediction, based on how he's been playing. But let's go for 3 sets to Zverev against Mikkelsen, even though Mikkelsen is a player to watch. Cameron Norrie got 3 in 5, came from 2 sets down against Seppieri. So he doesn't get rewarded there. He gets to play Casper Ruud, who beat Max Purcell, and also in a match tiebreak. So some matches here have been very, very down to the wire. Ruud, I thought, would win easier than that, but at least he got it done. I think also he will beat Norrie, but this is going to be a titanic battle, like seed 19 versus 11. Ruud in 5 sets. I predicted that Tommy Paul would beat Jack Draper in 4, I think, or in 5, but he didn't get it done in 4. He gets to play Kecmanovic, who beat Struff in another match tiebreak, 11-9. Nuts. So maybe Kecmanovic is tired. We'll see. I believe Tommy Paul in this match. I think he likes to play in Australian Open. Had a great run last year, so we'll see a 4-set win to Tommy Paul against Kecmanovic. Zhang beat Nagal, the Indian player. He gets treated to play Carlos Alcaraz, and it will be a fun match because Zhang can play some good ball. Alcaraz beat Sonego. Not super convincingly, but convincingly enough, I would say. Sonego is always a tough player. He plays great tennis when he wants to. But Alcaraz got it done, and I think he will get it done against Zhang. I would say 4 sets. I think he will drop one. So there you have my predictions for round 3. Why should you listen to me considering how difficult this is? I don't know, but I'm trying my best. It's always fun with some upsets. They are hard to predict though. And talking about hard to predict, let's look at the women's draw for round 3, because this was, wow, some results we did not see coming. When I tuned into the match Swiatek and Collins, I think it was last night in my time, Swiatek was down 4-1 in the 3rd set and did not look like she was having fun out there. She looked a bit nervous. There were a lot of unforced errors. Forehand was spraying. These both players play with the T-Fight 300. So it was interesting to see for Tecnifiber. But I just fell asleep, and then when I woke up, I checked the results, and she got it done 6-4. So she turned it completely around and won 5 games in a row. So well done, Swiatek. That was a tough one because many other favorites fell on that day or in this round. She gets to play Noskova, who beat Kessler. That was as predicted. Swiatek in 2 sets. I will go there. I think she has an easier time here. It's probably her easiest match so far, would be my prediction. Svitolina won as predicted against Tornova. She's going to play Golubic, who beat Siniakova. I believe Svitolina in 2 sets there. Nothing strange. I did watch a bit of Ostapenko versus Tomjanovic. Good fight. Tomjanovic came back in the 3rd despite being a breakdown. Got broken again, and despite having the crowd really pushing. And in the end, Ostapenko won. And she's playing really, really well. Contender for the title. 100% fighting, serving well. Yeah, everything's pretty much there for Ostapenko. So I believe she will beat Azarenka, who did beat Tauson. This was my kind of prediction that I thought would be an upset. So put a small upset alert. Clara Tauson played a great match. Impressed me with the serve. I saw bits of that. But yeah, Azarenka is a fighter. She's gonna put it all on the line. And she did. And she gets to play Ostapenko. And Ostapenko, in my prediction, will win that match in 3 sets. Emma Navarro beat Cocciaretto, I think, as predicted. She gets to play a very much informed player, also someone that can go deep in this draw, Diana Jastremska. So I believe here Jastremska will win in 2 sets. She actually had to qualify. She has won 2 matches very, very convincingly. So another win for Jastremska in straight sets. Biggest upset of the round, in my opinion, and this was a crazy match tiebreak. Absolutely crazy. One of those you don't see very often, or I don't know if this is a record on the WTA. Rybakina, she was my favorite to win the event, but she lost against Blinkova, who played kind of the match of her life. What's impressive is that after trading sets, 6-4 Blinkova, 6-4 Rybakina, that it was just like a hard-fought battle in the 3rd set, and Blinkova won 22-20. And to beat a champion like Rybakina in the 3rd set tiebreak, when it's really down on the wire, it requires some mental strength, and yeah, big applause for Blinkova. I think she was a break up as well and lost that break and still managed to get it down in the tiebreak. So disappointment for Rybakina and her fans, but yeah, you gotta be impressed by Blinkova. Paolini did beat Tatiana Maria as predicted. Then this match is a toss-up for me. I would go with Paolini still. I think Blinkova might be mentally tired after that kind of match. You will feel probably like you're playing well, but still, it's yeah, this can really tire you to win these types of matches. Rus, who I thought was in super form and predicted to beat Kalinskaya, I was wrong there. She lost in straight sets. She plays Sloane Stevens, which I think I did predict to win the match against Kasatkina. A good match, that one in 3 sets. I would believe in Stevens here again, 3 sets. So her on to the 4th round. I did predict Bolter, and I got a comment. How can you predict? How can you pick Bolter to beat Cheng? Yeah, I don't know. I believed in Bolter based on her previous form in the United Cup and so on, but she lost. So we will have a Chinese 3rd round, Cheng versus Wang, because Wang beat Raducanu. I thought also Raducanu might go further, but yeah, she was feeling sick, something like that. So fair enough. Tough to play. She'd still put up a good fight. Cheng Wang, no idea. I would put Cheng as going forward in 3 sets. Dodin beat Trevisan. She is gonna play another huge upset. So Clara Burel, the French player, beat Pegula in straight sets. Lost only 6 games. So another shocker there. And so I believe with that kind of form, she will keep on winning. So Burel going to round 4. That's a bit of a surprise. Another surprise, Sakkari, with her new shift, did not manage to win her 2nd round match, and she has had a pretty miserable record now in slams. It's been like a bunch of first round losses and now second round loss. So yeah, something needs to happen there in Grand Slams. It's a bit of a tough one for her. Best dressed player in this event, Marta Kostyuk. In my opinion, she's going to play Avanesian in the third round. I think she will win. Kostyuk in 3 sets. Tough match. Kostyuk beat Mertens in a match tiebreak. So that was as predicted at least. Some I get right. Wozniacki, she lost against Timofeyeva. I thought Wozniacki would win that match, but it shows that it's not that easy to come back. The playing field on both the men's and the women's side is stronger than ever. His tennis is getting more and more competitive. But she's not going to have an easy match, Timofeyeva, against Haddad Maia, who's in great form now. Had struggled against Fruhvirtova, but that was not really a surprise. But she beat Korneeva, qualifier, in only dropping 3 games, and I think she will beat Timofeyeva also in straight sets. Surprise number, I don't know what. Garcia lost after beating Osaka. I thought she would get on some kind of momentum. I mean, she's a top player, but yeah, she lost against Frech from Poland. 6-4, 7-6. She's gonna then play Sakharova, who I thought would lose to Juvan, and Juvan got only 2 games. So yeah, this has not been the easiest draw to predict. I don't want to put any X's or check marks because it's going to be depressing. Frech Sakharova, well, I will go Frech there. But then I thought Leylah Fernandez would beat Alicia Parks. That did not happen. Obviously, this was an upset alert. Parks is one of those players I've hyped up a bit because I really believe she plays fantastic tennis and has the power. And she's going to have an interesting matchup now with Coco Gauff. So that's going to be a good one. 3-set win to Gauff would be my prediction in that one. I got one thing right here. Andreeva did beat Jabeur. I did not think she would demolish her. I'm not sure what's happening with Jabeur. Maybe you have some inside information you can put in the comments. But yeah, she did not seem herself. If she only get 2 games in a second round and you are the 6th seed, it's not a great sign. So Andreeva, yeah, she's a fantastic player. I also like Paris with her one-hand backhand. I've said that now in 3 straight videos, I think. But I still believe in Andreeva for this. I think she will go far in this tournament, as I said in my first predictions video. So Andreeva in 3 sets against Paris. Then we have Storm Hunter beating Laura Siegemund in 3 sets. She will play Krejcikova, who is a dark horse. You never know with Krejcikova. Is she feeling it? Then she can actually go really far. I mean, she has a Grand Slam title. And I think she will beat Storm Hunter in 3 sets. Anisimova keeps on winning. And she gets another Steam 100 player. Steam 100 video to come very, very soon. Badosa did beat Pavlyuchenkova as predicted. So this will be a good match. Anisimova, Badosa, some blastering backhands there. These 2 players have amazing backhands. Badosa in 3 sets, but should be a great match to watch. Put it in your calendar. Tsurenko beat Masarova as predicted, and Sabalenka had a pretty easy time against Fruhvirtova. And Sabalenka should beat Tsurenko in straight sets. Sabalenka looks great in this event. So there you have it. I mean, like, this was not easy. Maybe you agree. There have been a lot of upsets. It's fun, though, that there are upsets. You want maybe your favorite players to stay in a draw, but sometimes it's also fun to see some surprises and have some new players coming up and challenging. And it usually happens more frequently on the women's side, but there have also been some on the men's side. Let me know your predictions now for round 3 in the comments. I'll try to do this for every round. It's quite fun. It's not so fun to see how many I got right, but at least the first round was pretty good. That's it for this video. More racket videos to come for you racket nerds out there. I have lots of content lined up. If you want extra racket stuff, what's going on in my own tennis game, it's always on Patreon or for YouTube members, and more videos to come there as well. That's it. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.